Okay. All good? All good. Oh, good morning, everybody. How are we today? Morning, Sophie. How are you doing? I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm very good. Thank you. Morning, Chris. How are you this morning? It's the 1st of May, a new month. Wonderful. Which means a new schedule that will be going live today. I'll be posting it later for anyone who wants to see what streams I'm doing this month. Well, it's going to be a busy one. Morning, Kraken. I'm looking forward to it, though. I am. I am running on empty this morning, though. I've had about 3 hours of sleep today, which is not ideal. But I'm not streaming today, so I'll just take it easy, I think. Oh, dearie me. What's everyone up to this morning? You're working, you're commuting. What's up, Saul? Morning, P. How are you? How are you? College, says Ruben. Nice one. What do you do for work? Says Tom. This is my job. This is what I do. I'm a streamer. Not just on TikTok, but also on YouTube and this website here. This is where most of the money comes from, to be honest. I make barely anything on TikTok, but this is where the real money is. And videos as well. I do a lot of video content too. Again, not just on TikTok, but also on YouTube. So I didn't come into the afternoon stream. I was very tired and went to sleep. No worries, BP. No worries. It was a very good stream, though. If you like Factorio, do consider checking out yesterday's VOD, because it was a really, really good Factorio stream yesterday. I did notice when I opened TikTok it said you were active 2 hours ago. Yeah. Really bad night's sleep last night. I didn't properly get to sleep until about 2. Then I woke up at 4, and I managed to get back to sleep again until 5. And then once I'd woken up at 5, I couldn't get back to sleep a second time. So I have had 3 hours of sleep last night. And if you know me, you know that I can't sleep during the day. I physically cannot do it. If I try and go back to bed now, it won't happen. So that's it. I'm not going to get another chance to sleep now until, at least 10 o'clock this evening. So I'm going to be running on 3 hours for the day. Thanks for following, MB. Are you on hormones? I'm not, MB, no. I would like to be, but I'm not. Not right now. Same, I get restless leg at night, and it's been awful this week. I'm sorry to hear that, P. What are your pronouns, if you don't mind me asking? She, her, Joseph. Thanks for asking. You would look incredible in tights with your skirts slash dresses. Thank you, MB. I do wear tights sometimes. I've got these really lovely dark tights that go well with the the grey dress that I worn for. You might not if you're a new viewer, but if you've watched my recent Resident Evil streams, that grey dress that I wore for most of those streams, I've got some dark brown tights that go really well with that. But I just like showing off my bare legs as well, when I can be bothered to shave them. BRB, gonna make breakfast? No worries, Sophie. I think I'm gonna have some breakfast today as well, everybody. I bought a fresh jar of marmalade with the shopping. So marmalade on toast for breakfast. I was just saying yesterday. That's kind of my go-to breakfast. I'm not a big cereal person. I'm not a big breakfast person in general, but if I do have breakfast, I like toast, and I do like marmalade on toast in the morning. Bougie, says P. Is marmalade bougie? Are they footed tights or... They've got feet. They've got feet. I don't have any, like, footless tights or leggings or whatever you call them. I've had 1 hour, maybe 2. Oh dear, BP. But yeah, thankfully I'm not streaming today. There's no evening stream. So I'm just going to chill out. Get myself out of the house for a bit. Nice walk. Unicycle practice. Something like that. Hey, Toonish. How you doing? In UK, we call them tights and stockings that you wear with suspenders, and leggings are for the gym. Said MB. Yeah, I do live in the UK, MB, just to clarify. Will there be one tomorrow? An evening stream, yes. Not a breakfast stream, though. I only do breakfast streams on weekdays. Thanks for the heart, me, Chris. Not too bad, says Toonish. Seems I'm the only one with no sleep. Yeah, possibly, Toonish. You might be the only one here who got a good night's sleep. We will forecast rain today, but it's looking brighter than expected. Yeah, it's forecast to rain here as well. It's forecast 23 degrees and thunder. Will that happen? I don't know. Will that materialize? We'll see. Be careful with all the trouble with the immigrants, says BP. We don't have any trouble with immigrants, BP. Don't believe everything that Reform UK tells you. I don't have any problem with immigrants. Anyway, yeah, rain forecast here today as well. Thunder and lightning, and also very hot as well. Oh, I am in the no sleep club, says Toonish. Yeah, yeah, you... Oh, I see, right, I see what you mean. I'm not the only one with no sleep, right. So you're a non-sleeper as well today, Toonish. What a shame. I mean the stabbing on the Jewish person? Okay. I've heard about... Yeah, I've heard about the stabbing that happened. I don't see the connection, to be honest. Christopher says, when I was in the club, I'm out like a light far too early. It annoys the hell out. Me too, me too. I don't go clubbing, but when I was at uni, I used to go down the pub with my friends quite a lot, and I would just... Drinking tires me out. That's the thing. I don't get drunk, I get tired. Like, after one fucking pint, I'm just... It just really makes me feel tired. I can't explain it. It just exhausts me. So I can only have like 2 or 3 pints before I'm just asleep. Some people have to get up early for work, says Liam. I mean, technically, I also have to get up early for work, because this is my work, and I got up early for it. He went into jail. Look, BP, no offense, but can we just not talk about that today, please? Once again, I don't really see what this has to do with immigrants. One person stabbed two people, and I don't really see what the point of the conversation is. No offense. Would you describe yourself as an introvert or an extrovert? Now, that's an interesting question, Pete. I don't know. I'm a social butterfly. I open up a lot more when I'm with people. On my own, I'm quite introverted, but if I'm like out with a few friends, I'll be a lot more extroverted. I'll be a lot more open. Purple Gang, welcome to Dish. How you doing? Thanks for coming over. Let's check on my coffee. What's everyone drinking this morning? As you know, I'm on the Kenko Cappuccino, as usual. Which is far too hot to drink right now. It's gone quiet all of a sudden. Everyone okay? Everyone still there? It's Friday, yippee, says Pete. It is Friday! Woo! Weekend time soon. You working again today, P? My app's being weird? That's alright, Toonish, no worries. Are you going to be playing Wordle today? Yes, Abs, we will do the games in about 20 minutes. Hi, Max, how you doing? No rest for the wicked, says P. Well, that's it, isn't it? And Bank Holiday Monday, yeah, 3-day weekends. Nice for some. I got my charity run tomorrow. I'm bricking it a bit. Oh, yeah. Good luck, P. Best of luck with that. Is there, like, somewhere that people can donate or, like, sponsor you for it? Is it that kind of thing? Because let us know. I'm sure there may be a couple of people here who'd be willing to help you raise some money for charity. Only 5k, but it's a money one with obstacles and stuff. Sounds exciting. There is, but I can't expect sponsors, says PR. Morning, sorry, we're sorting my route out for today. No worries, Charlie. Hey, thanks for following, Toonish. Raising money for ovarian cancer as our cricket friend got diagnosed last year. That's lovely, P. What a great cause. Like I say, I hope it goes well. Hope you raise loads of money. And have a great day as well. But yeah, bank holiday weekend. I am going to be streaming on Monday morning, just to clarify. A couple of people were wondering yesterday if I was going to take Monday morning off. I'm not. I will be live on Bank Holiday Monday for another breakfast stream. If you want to lie in on the bank holiday, totally fine. You know, don't worry. But if you are up and about on Monday morning, I'll still be here. Ooh, yeah. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. I'm so tired this morning. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Toonish. Very kind of you. I think that makes you our first morning sub. First person to subscribe during the morning stream. Yesterday we got our first morning Patreon, Zeroiz. Zeroiz became a Patreon during the morning stream. And I think that brings us up to 22 subscribers on Purple now. 21. I think one of the... someone's might have expired. Who's counting? Who's keeping score? I am. We got 21. Somebody else sub now. Morning, Elise. How are you doing today? Purple's being cringe. I can't get things to work. That's a shame, Toonish. Thank you for becoming a sub anyway, though. I do appreciate that. It did go through. That did get processed. But if you want to join me on Purple in future streams, you know, now you know where to find me. £105 a month extra, says Charlie. It would be if Purple didn't take a 50% cut. You know, 21 subs. That's. I think Prime subs are cheaper as well. I don't know if Purple makes up the difference on that, but 21 subs, £5 each, £105. Divide that by 2 because Purple takes 50%. So that's £50. £50 a month in subs right now. Not bad. Considering we've only been affiliate for just over a month and a half, we've already made 50 quid out of it. You normally get more for primes and turbo viewers, really? Oh wow, cool. I mean, I don't like to be crude and talk money on stream, but. It's doing quite well, like I say, to think that we've only just hit affiliate about a month ago, and we're now making about £50-60 a month from it. It's a good start. It is a good start. It's not much more, but adds up for the smaller creators. Exactly. Like, who knows how things are going to look by the end of the year? Who knows how we're going to be doing, come Christmas. I know I've said it before, but I'm so happy that things worked out on Purple because I've been doing this for nearly 2 years now. I've been doing the content creation stuff for 2 years, and I really was starting to get to a point where it felt kind of hopeless, especially with getting shadowbanned on TikTok and starting again. It was really getting to a point where I was feeling like, why am I still doing this? It's never going to take off. I'm never going to achieve any kind of success with this. I'm so glad that I was wrong about that, and that we've finally started growing on Purple, and we've been doing really well over there the last couple of months. And like, for the first time since I started doing this 2 years ago, I actually feel like, yeah, I can do this. I can make this work. Which is amazing. I just can't believe it. I can't believe we're in this position right now. I've downloading Purple for so long, but it's so much better in terms of community and ease of use, says Pete. It is so much better. I know I keep saying it. TikTok. The thing is, I can actually badmouth TikTok as much as I like. They don't care. They only care about me saying the word purple, which is so bizarre to me. But I will continue to badmouth TikTok as much as possible. I hate TikTok. I just hate it so much. Not the viewers, the app itself, the company itself, terrible, terrible, just in every way. It's not made for streaming, that's true, P, but I don't really think it's made for anything. It's, apart from short videos are really the only thing. The thing about TikTok is that they want you to use it for streaming, they want you to use it for long videos, they want you to use it for short videos, they want you to use it, you know, as a social media network. It's none of those things. The only thing that it's really good for is short videos. But yeah, I really hate TikTok. Again, not the viewers. I appreciate everyone who watches on TikTok, but if you really want to have a much better viewing experience, watch the stream here instead. I genuinely, you will have a much better time if you watch my live streams on this website instead. And like, people are watching over there right now who can vouch for that. You know, P is one of my viewers who started out on TikTok and is now a regular viewer on Purple. Sophie started on TikTok. STFC started on TikTok. Max, who is currently one of my moderators on Purple, he started on TikTok. Like some of my long-time Purple viewers started on TikTok, and they will all tell you, you know, making the move over to Purple was a very good decision. Thanks for following Locked and Loaded. So yeah, once again, please do consider watching the streams on Purple instead. You will have a much better time. Honestly, it's hard, says Toonish, especially when you do variety stuff. So hard to build an audience, but it does mean the ones you get are watching for you. Exactly, that's the thing as well, Toonish. Like, obviously, I could have grown a lot quicker if I'd focused in on one specific thing. I've never really had a niche. The niche is me. You know, it's always been... I do variety stuff, I do my gaming streams, I do my Lego reviews and hiking videos and, you know, spider stuff and all that kind of thing. Like, I'm what people come for. Which sounds really egotistical of me, but you know what I mean. Like, because I don't have a specific niche, I have to be the niche. I have to be a person that people want to come back to see. So it is harder to grow when you do that kind of variety content. Thanks for following, Sam, on Purple. But yeah, like I said, I'm very happy. I do feel like the people who watch me, my regular viewers, you know, they watch for me, which is what I want, right? I'm never moving over. That's okay, Charlie. That's okay. I need you over on TikTok anyway. I do need some people to stay over on TikTok to moderate for me. You know, you and Dre Dog are really holding down the fort over on TikTok for me, so I appreciate you. It's funny, I found you when I was in my farming sim hyperfixation. I almost said harming sim then. But I always love popping in. Thank you, Toonish. We will be playing more farming sim this month, by the way, if you are still in that era. We're going to be playing some on the 8th, next Friday, and the 22nd, I believe. Good vibes most of the time when the trolls are about. Honestly, Toonish, honestly. I do feel like... Back when I first started, I got a lot more views, but I also got a lot more trolls. And yeah, it was nice to look at the stream and be like, wow, there are 50 people watching the stream right now. But 40 of those people are just trying to wind me up, you know what I mean? Nowadays, yeah, there might only be 3 people watching on TikTok right now, but they're people who actually want to talk to me. They're people who are actually interested in the stream, you know what I mean? And that's how I kind of feel about all the platforms. Yeah, it's nice to have a lot of viewers, but it's much better to have a few viewers who are, you know, much more interested and much more engaged and actually want to talk to you. Like I say, I'd rather have 5 people watching who want to genuinely engage in conversation than 50 people who are just, you know, calling me bloke over and over again. which is how it normally goes down, which is how it used to go down. P says, I think I was drawn to your authenticity more than anything. You just seem real, so you could play anything or nothing and I wouldn't care. Thank you so much, P. Thank you so much. That is always what I've tried to be. I've tried to be as genuine as possible. And I know, you know, everyone on the internet is kind of putting on a facade to some extent. But I do try to be as genuine as I can. You know, I try to put myself out there, and I try to be as true to my real life self as I can be. So I do appreciate that, P. Thank you so much. Anyway, it's almost past. I think we'll do another 10 minutes or so. Oh, thank you for following Dog Soldier. We've had 3 new followers on Purple so far today. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I think we'll do another 10 minutes or so of chatting, and then we'll go and do the New York Times games. What are we going to do today? Obviously, we'll do our regulars. Wordle, Connection, Strands, and the Mini. And if we got time, we might do the MIDI and Sudoku as well. One of these days, we'll do the big crosswords. One of these days. Welcome to Twitch, my brother. Thank you, Dog Soldier. I prefer sister, but thank you. How are you doing? We might struggle without Zeroiz. Oh yeah, no Zeroiz today. How are we gonna solve any of the games without him? I'm telling you, that guy. He's a New York Times puzzle machine. I'm back. Welcome back, Sophie. How are you doing? Sister it is. Thank you, Dog Soldier. No worries. Like I say, I'm not really looking the part right now. I've only just got out of bed, but just so you know. Oh yeah, what did you have for breakfast, Sophie? Oh, that's good. That's good now. I think this thing's working now. Welcome back, Toonish. Fruit salad for breakfast. Ooh, very nice. With waffles and some bacon. Mmm. Nice. Now that's bougie. That makes my marmalade on toast look positively common. Waffles are good. Waffles are really good. And bacon, or I don't know, I can't really be asked to cook in a morning. I'd love to have, like, you know, bacon and eggs on a morning, but it's too much effort, you know. Toast is much easier. All the ingredients from the farm. Lovely, lovely. That, you know, I know it's a cliche, but food that you've grown yourself, it does taste different. You know, it does hit different. You know, obviously, I don't live on a farm, but we grow plenty of fruit and veg in our garden. We got a huge pear tree that we get hundreds of pears from every year. We often do strawberries, tomatoes, radishes. I said tomatoes. It does taste different. It does. Just having, like, eating a pear off your own tree that you grew in your own garden, it just tastes so much better than one from the shop. I don't care what anyone says. Just the, you know, the feeling of accomplishment of having grown it yourself. I'm so hungry, all this food talk is killing me, says Toonish. Get yourself some breakfast, Toonish. In fact, I might try making some pear preserve this year. I've never done it. Like I say, we get pears off the tree every year. Normally we make like a crumble or something like that. I should try making some pear preserve or whatever it's called when you make it out of pears. And have that on toast. Pear on toast. I bet that'd be quite nice, honestly. They're cooking pears as well, so they're massive. You know, I like a nice big pear. A nice chutney or something. Ooh. Mmm. Try medlar jam. What's medlar jam, Sophie? Let me just Google that. Ah, cool, cool. That could be worth trying. Yeah. I would like to do a bit more cooking, a bit more experimenting with the pears this year. Like I say, we've got this huge pear tree, and like I say, they're cooking pears, so they're really big as well. And every year we get like 1,000 pears. I'm not even joking. Like maybe not 1,000, maybe like 500 pears off that tree. So many pears. And the thing is, we can't use them all. We give them to the neighbours. Last year a neighbour came round and took a massive basket full of them and brought us back a pear upside down cake. We did a pear crumble. It's great having a source of fruit like that. When my nephew, actually, this is a really cute story. When my nephew came round in, I think, last September, when my nephew came up, not on his own, he's 4. my sister and my nephew came up, and he wanted to try a pear off the tree, so I got one for him, and literally for the entire week after that, he would just, every 5 minutes, he would go to the back door and be like, "Can I have another pear?" He loved them. He absolutely loved them. He would constantly be asking to go out into the garden and pick another one, which is really nice. You know, a lot of kids obviously don't like eating their fruit and veg, but my nephew likes pears, we discovered, and now every time he comes, he wants pears, which is a shame because he's coming this month and there aren't any pears because the tree's only just started blossoming again. I've got a bit of an itch behind my ear today. You may have noticed I keep scratching my ear. I need to have a bath as well. My hair's starting to get a bit greasy again. Oh, thank you for following Kung Fu Panda. We are doing well on purple today. Pears and peaches, big fan of fruit to be fair. I love fruit. I really do. Fruit salads, it's just gorgeous. I like, what's my favourite fruit? I don't know. Probably melons, actually. Pears and melons. I like a nice pear and I like a nice melon. But yeah, honeydew melons. The yellow ones. I love honeydew melons. Peaches are great. Any stone fruits are great. Plums, cherries, nectarines. Right, stop clipping, P. Stop clipping it. It's hard to talk about fruit without sounding like a pervert. You know, I like melons, I like plums, I like cherries, and I love a good pear. It's very difficult to talk about fruit without sounding quite odd. So, stop clipping everything that I say. I want to try some more exotic fruit, says P. Me too. Me too. I want to try passion fruit, because I like passion fruit flavoured stuff. Like passion fruit drinks and stuff like that. But I've never actually bought a passion fruit and eaten it. They don't look very appetizing, I have to say. Passion fruits, they're kind of like little... Right, someone's going to clip this, but they're like little wrinkly balls. But maybe they taste really nice. Like, the flavour of passion fruit in drinks I really like, so I would like to try passion fruit. You see what I mean? I literally cannot talk about fruit without it sounding very sexual. I just can't, it can't be done. Dragon fruit is premium. I've tried dragon fruit once. It was very good. The thing is, exotic... It kind of comes down to what counts as exotic, you know, because once upon a time bananas were an exotic fruit, but nowadays they're everywhere, you know. And I think with something like mango was until quite recently quite an exotic fruit, but mangoes are very easy to get in this country as well now, you know. And like kiwis, I really love kiwis, but they're not really considered exotic anymore because they're quite easy to get. Anyone here tried durian? No, I haven't tried durian, P, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't want to. I don't want to try it. Ever tried Japanese grapes? I haven't. I still haven't been. I still haven't been to Japan. If I get my passport sorted out this year, though, I could actually go. Genuinely. I really want to. I keep saying, you know, it's a bucket list item, I really want to go. And I keep not going. And I can't go right now because I don't have a fucking passport. But if I can get my passport sorted this year, I could genuinely take a trip to Japan in 2027. That would be so amazing. Oh, so cool. I could come live from Japan. We could stream. I could do my breakfast streams from Japan. Although obviously there's a 9-hour difference, so they'd be evening streams from your perspective here in the UK. Next stream, Saul gets a boat to Japan. Like, yeah, let's just go right now. I might not get far without a passport. No, we'll see though. Because I think I'm actually waiting for a message back from my GP about my NHS record, because I've requested to get my name changed on my medical records. Once I've got that, then I can request a letter from my GP confirming that my change of gender is likely to be permanent, and then I can reapply for a passport. So I could have a passport within a couple of months if I can get this shit sorted. But I've had so much trouble with my passport. Oh, thanks for the stretch, Forrest. Oh, this shirt looks very short when I stretch my arms out, doesn't it? Damn. I'm too gangly, that's the problem. Japan was the best experience of my life. I'd go back in a heartbeat if I had the money. I'm so excited to go, P. Wingspan of an albatross. Yeah, it's, you know, it's one of those things where if things had gone differently, I could have been there right now. You know, if things had gone differently in life, if COVID hadn't happened, I might live in Japan. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. If COVID never happened, I probably would be living in Japan right now, and I would have never become a streamer. Wild how things work out, right? Butterfly effect, you know? Do you ever think about stuff like that? Do you ever think about how different your life could be if things, you know, if one little thing had changed in the past? Because I do. I applied for a teaching job in Japan in 2020, which was accepted, and I literally filled out the visa application forms and submitted them to the Japanese embassy. I was literally waiting for my visa to be processed, and then lockdown happened and they stopped processing all visas. So there you go. Literally, if COVID hadn't happened, I would probably be an English teacher in Japan right now. That's insane to think about. And I'm not like bitter about it or anything, because look what I'm doing now. I'm very happy with how things did turn out. But yeah, it's just crazy to think how different a path I could have taken. Lapsing 5'4", says Sophie. I'm only 5'6", Sophie. I'm 5'6". But I'm very skinny, so without any frame of reference, I look taller than I am. You know what I mean? I mean, as soon as you see me stood next to something, it's obvious that I'm very short. But if I was just like stood in a vacuum, you know, just stood against a plain white background, I'd look a bit taller than I am, because I'm just very ungainly. The thing with the NHS and Transcare, it's all time. My partner was on the wait list for 7 years, but plus side, it's never too late. That's true, soonish. Hope you don't need to wait for too much longer. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm still not on the wait list. I have requested a referral to a gender identity clinic, so hopefully we'll hear something soon. But that's the thing. When I first came out, I didn't sign up. I didn't get a referral straight away, because I wanted to wait until I was ready. And, you know, now it's 5 years later, and I do feel like I left it too long, and I wish that I'd done it earlier. But you can't think like that, you know. You have to just... You can't think like, oh, I wish I'd done it sooner. Just do it now, you know what I mean? The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is today. And it is never too late, you know what I mean? That's the thing, like... People, you know, trans people can transition at any age. I know people who are in their 50s who've started transitioning. It really genuinely is never too late. But the sooner the better. So as soon, you know, don't waste time. You know, once you know, don't sit around and think, you know, oh, I should do this eventually, I should do that eventually. Do it now. Get started as soon as you can. Private's always an option, and it can be affordable. I do want to go private as well. I'm going to get on the waiting list, but then also seek private healthcare. And eventually, I might make it to the top of the list. Who knows? It is quite possible, given the current political climate, it is genuinely quite possible that some people will never make it to the top of the list. And I don't mean through, like, suicide and stuff like that. I mean, genuinely, the list is just so long that some people might live for 50 years and never get to the top of the list. Not to, like, fear, you know, not to, like, be too doomer about it and bring the mood down. But yeah, it is insane how long the waiting list has got in some places now, and it's by design. It's deliberate. It's because they don't want people to transition. They want as few people transitioning as possible. So they deliberately inflate the wait times and underfund gender services to prevent people from actually getting to the top of the list. But hopefully things will change. You know, I genuinely hope and pray that in 5 years' time, you know, when a different party's in power, and you know which party I would like that to be, we might actually see some reform to gender services on the NHS in this country. Bye-bye, Sophie. Sorry, I didn't see you were leaving. See you tomorrow. Yes, I'll see you tomorrow evening for Simulator Saturday. Have a great day. Thank you very much for joining. Good luck with the deed poll thing as well, by the way. Let us know how it goes. Such a sad state of affairs. It is, P. It is. Got everything crossed. It's rough in the UK right now. Kind of sickening not to go political. Yeah, we pray for brighter days. Exactly. That's really all we can hope for at the minute, is that, again, in 5 years' time, or whenever the next election is, 3 years' time, people make the right decision and change can finally start to happen for the better. That's what I hope for. Anyway, it's nearly 10 to. We are gonna have to do the games now before we run out of time. We're not gonna have time to do all the games. We'll just do the usual 4. There we go. We're not going to have time for the MIDI or the Sudoku, but as long as we can do the... As long as we can do the mini, strands, Wordle, and connections. Sorry, I'm just rearranging all the windows so we can actually get started. Oh look, there I am again. There's my split cam preview. Minimize that. Okay, here we go. Let's start with the Wordle. No Zero is today. Let's hope we can do him proud. Let's go. First guess, audio. A U again. A U again. But not in the second position. Okay. Let's try and get an E in there. Lunge. Okay, it ends in E. Last letter's an E. There's a U and an L. Last letter's an E. I did guess the U in the same position again, but it's okay. It's okay. Crude, says P. No D. No D, P. No DP. that's... Don't clip that either. No DP here on... Not on my good Christian purple. What about... Shoot. Aha. Oh yeah, sorry, there's a bit of a delay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Jerry O'Connor says minge. Unfortunately, Jerry, the third letter is a U, so it can't be minge. Thanks for the guess. Oh, we know there's an L in there, don't we? Flume. Like a log flume. Bloom isn't a word, is it? With a U like that? No. Plume. Plume. Okay, we got it. We got it. Not a bad one today. It was one of those where we kind of figured it out one letter at a time. Plume is a shout. It's Plume. And we did it without Zero Is's help today. Okay. Morning, Autumn. How are you doing? Let's do the connections. Here we go. Pour, wax, ale, hive, crest, honey, mix, comb, buff, white, wattle, citrine, shine, beak, amber, polish. How many Sauls have you ever met in real life? Says Lady Whistledown. My name's Saul, and I've never met one. I have met one. There was one other kid in my school called Saul. Very, very rare name in the UK. I'm guessing you're also in the UK, Lady Whistledown. It's a more common name in America, I think. There's quite a few Sauls over there, including, obviously, the famous... I've dropped it. Including the famous one, which people constantly make jokes about whenever they find out that my name's Saul. But it's a less common name in the UK. There aren't many Sauls in the UK. In the middle in a minute. I'm going to get ready for school. No worries, Autumn. Honey, hive, comb, wax. Thank you, P. Sorry, I was distracted from the game for a second, but thank you. Oh... Fucking right. It's going to be one of those again, isn't it? Shine, buff, polish, wax. Yep, that was a deliberate throw you off the scent kind of thing. Make glossy. Oh, it was too good to be true, P. It was too good to be true. How are you? I'm good, Autumn. I'm good. At what point in your life did you stop correcting everyone calling you Saul? Oh, people still call me Saul all the time. Or Soul, actually. A lot of people call me Soul. I think it's because of my accent, especially online, because when I tell people my name's Saul, I think a lot of people mishear that as Soul, again because of my accent. So a lot of people online call me Soul. Okay, I see crest, beak, wattle, and comb. Those are all parts of a chicken, right? Those are all parts of a chicken's body. Or all birds. Do all birds have wattles? I thought that only chickens had those. Oh well, I got it anyway. Gotta go, get ready for school. No worries, Autumn. Thanks for popping in. So what I'm thinking is... There's several potential ones here, right? Honey and hive. There's something there. Pour and mix. Turkeys too. Yeah, turkeys have wattles as well. I just didn't think it was a thing that all birds have. But I guess anatomically they all have one, but it's only in like fowl that they're distended, as it were, like visible. I am not sure right now. Amber. White, but white with a G. What is white with a G? I know that as a name. I know white is a surname, like spelled like that, but does it mean anything? I don't know. I'm stumped. A humanoid monster. Oh. I didn't know that. I've never heard that before. Now, what could the connection there be then? Like a zombie. Okay, okay. What could the connection there be? I'm completely at a loss, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm like fully stumped right now. We might have to just start guessing if nobody's got any suggestions. Amber, honey hive, and citrine, all yellow. Possibly. I was thinking ale. Amber and ale, because ale is that kind of colour as well, right? Ale, amber, honey, and citrine, they're all kind of like yellowy, orangish in colour. It could be hive as well, though. I'm going to try that. Translucent golden things. Okay. Thank you, P. You did help with that one. But it was ale. Ale was the fourth one. See, I like I said, I thought there was a connection between ale and amber. I was thinking, you know, they're kind of... People describe beer as being amber-coloured, right? So they were all translucent golden things. So what connection do these have, then? Let's find out. Pour, mix, white, and hive. Sorry I missed the whole breakfast stream, basically, but how are you doing? I'm good, STFC. How are you this morning? Numbers with the first letter changed. Shut up. Shut up. Actually, shut up. Okay, so hive is 5, but with the first letter changed. Mix is 6. Pour is 4. And white is 8. What a stupid, stupid connection. There's always one. There's always one that's just a stupid one. Not a bad game, though. Not a bad game, though. We only got one incorrect guess. And look at this. The incorrect guess as well. We actually managed to get one of each category in the incorrect guess. That I actually like that when they have one that throws you off like that. That was quite good. That was quite good. Okay, let's go for strands. Made it for the crash out, says Danielle. Only a mini crash out today. That last category was a bit of a stupid one. That was a sneaky one. I love Hawaii. Okay, they're all going to be states, I'm guessing. Or they could be all Hawaiian-related things. But my first guess is states. I cannot see anything right now. Aloha. Well spotted, JG. Excuse me? Excuse me? It's... The theme is Hawaii, and aloha is not one of them. It's not one of the words. Fuck off. What? Spirit, says Toonage. Worth a try. Also not one of the words. We might need a hint for this one. We might need to get a hint. Because there's no way that aloha wasn't one of the words. Come on. Yeah, they're trolling us again. They are trolling us again. Hi, Brian. How you doing? Ukulele. I do see ukulele. I just see it as soon as you said it, P. Thank God. Ukulele is one. Okay. Whew. So it is Hawaii. Ukuleles are Hawaiian, yeah. Well, they're not Hawaiian, but they're associated with Hawaii a lot, right? I have a ukulele, actually. I can't play it. I've been playing that at school. My name's Hamish. Oh, lovely. Thank you, Hamish. Hula, says P. Top right. Thank you, P. How do you spell luau? Like that. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. There's no way. Oh, God, just fuck off. Just actually fuck off. What do you mean? That's two separate words. That's literally two separate words. And it's not even a spangram. It's not. That's not a proper spangram because it doesn't go from the top. Oh, it goes from left to right. Okay. So what's the point? What? That should have been two separate words. That should have been two separate words. What's this? Poke? Yeah. Once again. Pine. Apple. And macadamia? Macadamia's Hawaiian? Also, it is macadamia, but in what order do I go for it? Maybe it's not. Oh no, it can't be macadamia. There's yeah. M-A-C-A-D-A-M. It is macadamia. It has to be, but how? What? I for God's sake. There. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. We did it. We did actually get a perfect game, though, to be fair. Perfect game. Not bad. Whew. Get on this was actual fun. It was good. It was good. I still maintain that aloha and spirit should have been two separate words. I don't like that they were one, you know, counted as one word. But pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. And we've just got time to do the mini as well. Let's do the mini. Okay. Here we go. Now, because of the time delay, unfortunately, you guys aren't going to be much help for the mini. No offense. But by the time you've seen it and processed it and given me suggestions, the time will already be half up. So I'm just gonna blitz it. Let me know when you're ready. Good live this. Why don't people do this more often? Thank you, JG. I do this every weekday morning. So if you're interested, 7 AM, Monday to Friday, I'm always here. Aloha spirit my arse, says P. Okay, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Zipper-dee-doo-dah. Cap and gown wearer is a grad. Where Adam and Eve were eating the apple. Eden. Home of the Leaning Tower, Pisa. Asia's largest desert is the Gobi. Prescription products are drugs. Course that you could sleep through and still pass. Don't know. Doc Who Really Delivers? OBGYN? Hop and House. 44. Not bad. Not bad. Not as good as yesterday, but not bad. OBG... Oh, delivers! I get it. Delivers a baby. Right. I was confused. I was a bit confused about that one there. But yeah. We got it. We got it. 44 seconds. Not our best score, but pretty good. Unfortunately, we don't have time to do the MIDI, so that is going to have to be the last one for today. What's the streak for Wordle? Current streak is just 3 days. We missed it on Tuesday. I'd have taken ages, says Tunich. To be fair, I'm pretty good at crosswords. I love a good crossword. But yeah, we're done quite well. Done quite well today. Let me switch back over to big camera. And that's where we're going to leave it. That is where we're going to leave it. I'm on 196. Nice one, JG. Wow, that's some dedication. Tried the large crossword yesterday and got like 3 answers. Oh, P. One of these days we will do the big crossword on stream, because I do like doing the big crossword. I don't do it every day, but I'm a big crossword fan. In fact, 1 second, let me just prove to you. Okay. Extra large print crosswords. Large print Sudoku. Large print crosswords. Large print Christmas crosswords. And those are only the ones as well. I've got a lot of smaller crossword books too. I like crosswords. I'm a crossword person. So yeah, I know ball. I know ball when it comes to crosswords. And Sudoku as well. Like I'm also a big Sudoku fan. This is my Sudoku book, which actually I've barely touched this one. I've only done like the first 3 or 4 Sudokus in this, but yeah, big Sudoku fan, big crossword fan. I used to do word searches as well. My granddad really loved word searches, and he got me into those, but I don't really enjoy those as much anymore. And also, cryptic crosswords. If you've never tried doing a cryptic crosswords, if you only got 3 answers in the New York Times crosswords, try doing a cryptic crosswords. Good luck. They're so much fun, but they're so difficult. Is that Lego I see? It is, JG. I've got loads of Lego on the shelf over there, and there's some just off camera here that you can't see right now. But yeah, loads of Lego. You'll be doing some puzzles. I like to keep the mind sharp. I like to do my puzzles. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. It has been a good one. Good breakfast stream. I am going to go and probably have a bath. I'm going to have some marmalade on toast because I'm a bit peckish. I'm going to wash my hair. I'm going to, I don't know, maybe go for a walk. Maybe do some unicycle practice. Maybe do some piano. I don't really know if I want to record today because I've been streaming every day this week, and I just don't really know if I can be bothered to shave and get made up today to do another recording. But there are a couple of piano covers that I'd like to record, so maybe. I'll see how I feel around lunchtime. Decide if I can be bothered to get dressed today. But yeah, next live stream will be tomorrow evening. We're going to be doing our first Simulator Saturday stream. So any suggestions you have for simulator games that you want me to play, make sure you put them in the Discord server. We're going to be doing that tomorrow. I'm also going to be posting my live schedule in a couple of hours on the Discord server. So if you want to know exactly what live streams I'm doing this month, that will be published in the Discord later. And I'll also put it on TikTok as a story and put it on Instagram and Blue Sky and everywhere else as well. So you'll be able to see it. But yeah, it's going to be a good month. I'm very excited for this month. Lots of amazing games are going to be on the schedule. We got Farming Sim, we got Minecraft, we got Euro Truck, we got Routine, we've got Phasmophobia multiplayer, we got Subnautica 2 multiplayer, we have got more Factorio, we got Simulator Saturday, we've got some really great stuff. It's going to be a very good month. Probably won't be able to catch tomorrow, but enjoy. No worries, P. Thank you very much. Hopefully you'll be able to join us on Sunday, though, P, for the last episode of Subnautica. Very excited to be finishing that on Sunday. Hi, Reagan, on YouTube. How you doing? Have a great day, Saul. Been nice to watch you live. Thank you, JG. Have a good one, Saul, says Mina's World. Thank you, Mina. Thank you, everybody. It's been a wonderful stream. Enjoy the rest of your day, whether you're working, going to school, college. Maybe you're just having a chill day like me. Whatever you get up to, have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow evening.